Awesome! You people bought a ticket to see me, so shut up.
Yeah. Sometimes I get so mad, there's no control.
Ladies and gentlemen, just in case you live under a rock,
I might
you
grab
are
a
looking
bat, I
at
don't
the
know, my
youngest
rap,
and
my blood
fastest
boils
rising
over
star
like,
in
oh God, here
professional
goes. I
wrestling
lost all
today.
feeling from my head to my toes. You said some shit that I can't let go, so just stay tuned for the rest of the show. So have you ever felt betrayed? Switches how you see things, realize something needs change. Cause I know you got me fucked up, let me show you what's up. Cause enough is enough. I'll take a face full of pavement just to make a statement. I know there's no turning back. Oh God, adrenaline wasted, so mad I can taste it. I know there's no turning back. I'll do what it takes, I ain't making mistakes like that. I'll bleed on your face just to make you go take it back. I'll lose my shit, I go crazy when I'm mad. And now you gon' wish you had such a fucked up real bad. Shut up.
It is Thursday night. You know what that means. It is the Battle Pots. No, wait a minute. The AEW Dynamite review. What's up? I am BX Sports Jedi Kev, the Don of the Watch Along. I am joined with my main guys. Let's say hello, first and foremost, to Heel Caliber.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen, it is Hill Caliber, and I am here today to commentate on AEW Dynamite tonight, every Wednesday.
All right, let's go to Samurai. Salute, Samurai.
Hello.
Let's go for making his debut the first time. It is Greg. What's up, Greg?
What's up, guys? I'm excited. Let's do this.
Yes, indeed. And of course, our producer, extraordinaire, the one and only Pete Osprey.
Sir, yes, sir. Hello, guys. Welcome.
Like it, since we're doing AEW Dynamite, anyone wants to scissor me, daddy? Let's jump right in it. There's a lot of rice and beans to cover. First and foremost, we get a statement from the Tony, the con man himself, comes out. And Mr. Producer, what did the con man say?
Well, unfortunately, the world title and the trios titles have been stripped. That's really bad. But on the bright side, there will be a tournament to crown the new world champion, and the trios championship there will be new champions, and the champions will be either in a match against the best friends or the Death Triangle.
All right. So a lot, because of course we all talked about it, nauseated yesterday about all that backstage, situation. It still keeps getting ugly. But after the con man speaks, we get a promo. The promo that we all been waiting for to hear from is from MJF himself. MJF comes out. He comes out and pretty much looked like a cheerful giver. Came out in the Buffalo Bills jersey. He actually shook and actually hugged Taz. Like, really? Ugh. Something was kind of weird there. And he was all friendly, revving up the crowd, looking like a baby face. Here I come to save the day. And he gets in the ring. And let me first and foremost, let me go to Greg. Greg, your thoughts of MJF. Finally, we hear from him. And are you feeling this baby face?
I was actually feeling it. The crowd was behind him. I thought that it was a different, look for him, but he still flicked off Tony Schiavone and Excalibur before he went to the ring. So I was like, yeah, ain't sticking. But when he was talking and, wearing the Bills jersey, saying the Bills are the best team, I was like, yeah, this is going to change real quick. Somebody's going to come out. And, of course, that happened. And it was entertaining. I enjoyed it.
Yes, I'm going to go to before that. Speaking about flipping off, I'm going to flip off right to heel. I'm going to flip off the question is, you were dying to see MJF. You finally get him there. I mean, give me your few seconds there. What you thought the babyface version of MJF before we proceed.
Oh, let me tell you, me and Taz and Jim Ross, as he was taking a nap, were enjoying it. we really love this whole thing going down here. And MJF finally back on AEW Dynamite. And don't forget about Rampage. And we absolutely love this whole thing. We were absolutely sucking it all in. The energy of the crowd was amazing. They're live on AEW Dynamite every Wednesday at 7 o'clock Central, 8 o'clock Eastern.
All right, we'll go over right to Samurai. You get MJF coming up. This baby face. I know you're seeing this. I know you tuned in because we want to hear him. What was your thoughts? And I want to get Pete's final thoughts, and then we'll move to the next part of the MJF promo.
Well, I mean, being the fact that he's hasn't been there for like 2 months, you would have expected him to turn babyface, right? But no, he did not. He actually cut a very odd promo, in my opinion. And then you had Jon Moxley come out. When Jon Moxley came out, I was also really confused at that, because like I didn't know what was going on. John, he I don't know if John's a face or heel, but it was kind of an interesting dynamic, in my opinion.
Let me go to Pete since they let the cat out of the bag now. With Jon Moxley interrupting this promo. Take it home, my friend. The whole promo. Tell us about what happened here. With Moxley coming out interrupting MJF, and what was said after it, because there was a lot of back and forth, heavy hitting, promotion and back and forth. I loved it. Go ahead, Pete. Give you a pound of flesh.
Well, obviously, for me, this MJF just felt like the MJF when he was with Cody Rhodes. I mean, even though he was a face, he kind of seemed very rude to the crowd. I mean, man was just getting, a lot of "you were right" chants, especially because, this man was very right when it came to all the promos that he said, especially dissing the company and everything. But Moxley obviously was not in the mood, and he challenged MJF to a fight. And, MJF went back to his heelish ways and said, Josh Allen is garbage. And he threw the Bills jersey into the floor. And, as we thought we were about to get a brawl, immediately, like how MJF always does, immediately leaves the ring and walks right away.
Yeah, indeed. Especially one of that promos. Greg, when he actually mentions, when he goes out of his way and says the American roller coaster, Cody Rhodes, and talking about taking the world championship as a bargaining chip for the 2024 contract dispute to a real company with real wrestlers, with real crowd, and especially his idol, his number one hero, the Game. Talk about putting the WWE over there.
He also said real fans too. That's right. He put us over, right?
Yeah, he put us over. Oh, definitely.
Exactly. We are the real fans.
Exactly. We don't need alcohol. We don't need beer, 12 beers to really like the wrestling. We get room temperature water and we still cheer for the wrestlers.
Yeah, right. No, it was pretty surreal for him to mention, Triple H without mentioning him, but he did mention Cody Rhodes with no problem whatsoever. And the fact that he's in WWE, it's that rent-free WWE lives in AEW's head. Even if it's MJF saying it, that Tony Khan had to approve it in some way. And it's just kind of funny how he mentions Triple H after, the whole thing of being paid all that money to come to All Out to basically be the savior, seeing as CM Punk did what he did. So now MJF's got to put them on his back to be the guy that they need him to be. On top of that, Jon Moxley, trying to do the same. But I think it's going to be pretty fun to watch those two and the way it plays out at the end.
Indeed. I'm gonna go to you. This matchup is being invested. I like the fact that he said, "I don't need to be in this tournament. I don't need to get dirty. Work smarter, not harder." He's got the chip that allows him to challenge for the world champion. and he's going to sit back and relax and watch these guys go out in the tournament, entertain the crowd, and also build up long-term storytelling here with MJF. Finally, when he cashes in that chip, I wonder. Let me ask you: would it be a Money in the Bank situation? Let's say in Arthur Ashe, when there is a champion crown, will it be opportunistic and attack and cash in? Let's say it's a banger battle with. Let's say I'm just going to throw these names hypothetically. Bryanson and Sammy. They're in the finals and the chaos and guys are almost dead, and he comes out like a Money in the. I mean, that chip is exciting. Heel. Give me your thoughts.
I'm glad you asked that, Kev, and I think that's exactly how Tony Khan is going to do it, because Tony Khan is a genius with what he's doing with MJF, and I think yes, with the chip, which by the way, you can watch MJF win it again from our last night's Sunday at All Out, which by the way was an excellent pay-per-view. At least
what the happened? Heel?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Everything good?
Anything good? We're live still. Heel. I guess
Probably
Samurai. Probably internet problem. Samurai, give me your thoughts on. Let's get him back in. Hello, can you hear us?
Yes.
All right.
I don't know what happened right there, but anyway, yes, I do think a situation like that is going to happen, and yeah, hopefully we'll see what happens from there. But yes, I do think that is a really huge possibility indeed.
Would you take? Let me ask. I know you got cut off there a moment. Would you like him to cash it in the Grand Slam in New York, or wait up for the next possible premium pay-per-view for AEW? What's your thoughts? Long-term booking? You want it? As a fan, are you craving for this to come to fruition immediately or no?
Well, you got to remember, Kev, the tournament I believe ends on the 21st. So I think that's when MJF might cash it in, and if he does, then I think he wins it. But I don't know when they go from there. That's just some intelligence being put out there by yours truly, Heel Caliber.
All right. Samurai. You could, I could say it with liberty. You're kind of an AEW casual, here and there. Now, the big name of MJF. What will gravitate you to want to watch now, and get more invested if he actually gets a title? Would it be at Grand Slam, or would you like to wait and let it be built out and marinate?
Well, I mean, me, I think that he would benefit from winning it at the next pay-per-view, because Grand Slam is like what is it, a free like televised event?
Yeah, it's basically Dynamite.
Yeah, it's Dynamite.
Yeah, so I mean, I think it would be more beneficial if he wins it at the next pay-per-view, which is
Full
I don't
Gear,
know what the
right?
next pay-per-view is.
Is that Full Gear?
It's Full Gear. Yes, it is. Yes,
Okay, Full Gear. Then I think he benefits most from winning it at that pay-per-view.
Okay, all right. Let me go to Greg. Greg, let me ask you that same question there. Full Gear or the ramification there for him to go there and win it. What's your thoughts on that?
I think Full Gear would be good because it gives him more time to chase after the title. I think it's better to have him not have the title just yet, so he gets a huge payoff down the road. Because his promos are just fire, so you want him to continue with those promos. If he's got the title, like, where does he go from there? If we build it up, I think it'll be better that way.
All right, and finally, I'm going to go to Pete. Pete, give me your thoughts on where would you like that, and if it's like Money in the Bank, the chip, and which I see at the pay-per-view, and then after that, give me your thoughts first on the Moxie promo. We're not giving him any love because that promo was really it hit hard, for at least the AEW diehards.
Yeah, he obviously put over the company, especially him saying he had to miss a vacation as well because obviously the backstage incident that had happened. Obviously, what I'm thinking about the tournament, about the chip, if they treat it like a Money in the Bank type of thing, usually what I think Tony Khan would probably do if I were to step into his mind real quick, he would
Mm-hmm.
probably have him cash in, so, cash in, quote unquote, on at the finals, have him win the title, and then probably defend it against Moxley at Full Gear, probably. But uh, I'm thinking Full Gear would be the perfect time for him to cash in because that would obviously be a great main event, and that would also give him the title win that he never gotten.
Yeah, good, sure, good question. Before you go, clean your nose. You got a little powder. Since you were in Tony Khan's head. Go.
Yeah, I gotta clean my nose real quick.
Yeah. But we move on. Moxley taking on, we'll find out there's going to be a tournament later on. But before that, we first going to go into. We are going to not wait any longer for a trios championship match. Now, it is told there is going to be Death Triangle taking on the Best Friends with Orange Cassidy. I'm going to go to heel. This match here, to start it off, I know you love the luchador style wrestling. I love also, Benta Oscura and Ray Phoenix. Also Pac. Now everyone noticed that now he's Tupac. But he's going to change his name. He's going to trademark that. But heel, let us know about this match. Invested the speed and the agility and the right teams in your mind got a chance to fight for that title.
I really did love this match. Actually, I love this pace and everything from it. Me being Hill Caliber and loving the mask myself, I just really loved everything about this match, and I really thought AEW was off to a really great start here. And obviously, my fellow Lucha Brothers won. I know. I'm sorry, but I got really excited, and yes, I wanted to be in there to celebrate with them because it's about time we get some love. Let's go, Lucha, Lucha.
All right.
Lucha,
Let me take a moment. Let me take a moment. Ladies and gentlemen, our tribal chief of the program is in the building. Let's acknowledge him and say hello.
Acknowledge him. What's up, guys? How's it going?
How are you?
Chilling. Just hop on the cast, talk to the crew. Start talking about butter butts.
That's coming up. We got the introduction. We got it going, man.
You got the introduction.
We got the intro. We're gonna do the review. I cannot wait. It's gonna be fun.
Oh man, that's cool.
Hey, we came in at this time here. The AEW trio match. It's just Death Triangle taking on the Best Friends. I know we were watching it together backstage after we did our program. Man, we had a lot of good things to say about this match. Did you give me your thoughts on that match? The high flying style.
I mean, I'm a big advocate for the high flying style, and like I said, like I'm biased, but anytime I see like Ray Phoenix, the other guy's good too, but just seeing him and then like mixed with Pop and all those other guys in there, I thoroughly enjoy it. I thoroughly enjoy it every time, and it was the right decision to have them, in the. Well, not really in the tournament, I guess, but the end result. I don't know if you guys talked about that already.
No, go for it. Go for it. Let us know who.
BattleBots won the triple. No, I'm just playing. They won the titles at the end. I think it was the right decision instead of having, at least for now, instead of having not Hangman, freaking Kenny Omega and Bucks. At least for right now. I think they fit the bill for right now since they have that little chemistry going. You got Pac, you got Phoenix. I forgot the other guy's name.
Penta.
But Penta. Even the other team, it would have been doable. But as far as the, I guess, official first trio champions, because I'll consider Kenny Omega and the other team interims. Or temporaries. It was good to put them as the official first ones for. I don't know how long. I don't know how big AEW is on long title reigns or whatever, but It'd be good to see them with it for a little bit.
I agree with that. I'm gonna go to who we lost here. Okay, I'm gonna go to Pete. Pete, I'm gonna ask you this question. That trios Canadian Destroyer. I know you're a connoisseur and you enjoy when wrestling is done right, but that trio Canadian Destroyer was executed perfect with the amount of room there. Tell me about that, man, because you are an admirer of good wrestling moves.
Of course, yeah, that triple Canadian destroyer was insane. I mean, I didn't expect that to happen, but uh, whew, man, I man, I was probably almost jumping off my seat when I saw that happen. I was like, whoa, that was crazy. And then obviously the right people won. That's especially for Pac being, if I'm not mistaken, the first person to hold two belts at the same time. Tupac right there.
Yeah, I
It's
saw that. Very
So
funny.
this was great. I love the match. The moves were great. Ray Phoenix and Penta, obviously two the best luchas right there, doing great. They finally win another title, especially after their tag team championship. So this is great. I love to see them, and hopefully, they're not just a placeholder because for them they're very good in the ring, especially all together. But hopefully, after the Kenny Omega and the Bucks their suspensions are done. Hopefully, they keep the titles if they were to have a match against them.
I agree with you. I'm gonna go to Greg here. Greg, I agree with
Mhm.
you there. I like the fact that Death Triangle, no matter who you put them in, either individual, singles, or trio, they always get the crowd over. They always provide professional, exciting, sports entertaining wrestling. I don't care what you say, it's still sports entertaining because you're entertaining us and it's a sport. So
Hmm.
your thoughts there when them winning the title and they're appreciative. I hope it's a long title run. Give me your interjection on
Yeah.
that. And also, not for nothing, the best friends did not look like jobbers along with Orange Cassidy. They also did some high risk move and they also deserve credit for putting on a good match as well.
Oh yeah. No, it was definitely a decent match. I think they had some good acrobatic stuff, and that triple Canadian Destroyer was awesome. I think that they can definitely take that those trios titles to a higher level, and hopefully get some more trios championship contenders in there too to make it interesting. But they definitely did their job yesterday, entertaining everybody. And luckily, there wasn't a commercial to mess things up, But it was definitely fun to watch.
Indeed, indeed. I'm gonna go to Samurai. Samurai, we saw Pac hit the is it the black arrow, the broken arrow for the victory. Take back to his Neville days, and now seeing him grow, excel, done much his run in AEW far much greater than he had in WWE. In what's your thoughts of Pac, aka Neville, in this being two-time champion? Well deserved.
Tupac, Tupac.
I mean, I like Pac. Pac's amazing. No matter where he is, he'll always excel, no matter what he does. And the fact that he's a two-time champion, that means that you know TK has a lot of faith in him. He trusts him. He trusts him tremendously.
Yeah.
Um, he's holding that. What is it? The All Atlantic Championship, which is like, you know, I don't know. It's just like 24/7 championship at this point. But you know, I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know where to go. Where else to go with that because um, I don't know. I just like Pac and everything that he does.
Yeah, we'll see what Pac and at that whole division because it looks like AEW is pushing towards a lot of trio matches and they have such a beef up roster that they could have a solid division in the trios tournament. Now, if I don't hope leave certain guys as tag teams and leave certain group as trios. I hope going forward, don't just add an extra guy to a tag team and make them a trios. I want them to just
Hmm.
have like pure six, trios and pure tag team. We'll see how they go with that. You know what? I kind of dig it because this is not the first time there was a 6-man. They call it trios in AEW. This is not the first time there's ever a 6-man tag team champion. Remember the Road Warrior with Paul Ellering. I don't know if you recall, they were 6-man tag team champions in the NWA as well in the AWA days. Also, and of course we all know Ring of Honor has that as well. And so forth. But we shall see there. That was exciting. There, we'll go on to our next match here in an early spot. Things are looking a little different for AEW. But it was the interim women's champion eliminator match. Now I have a little bit of problem there. So it's an eliminator match, but she's the women's champion. It was Toni Storm taking on Penelope Ford. First time seeing Toni Storm in the ring, heel. Give me your thoughts there. Toni Storm, Penelope Ford. It was like a cushion type of match.
Yeah, I think Tony Khan's mindset was, you know what? We had MJF fire with the crowd. The crowd was still firing in the second match. So, you know what? Let's do something a little bit different here, while at the same time again having like the common announce. Like, here's one thing I'll give Tony Khan. He's actually given the women a different time, at least from the last 2 weeks or so. Granted, really short time, but he's again putting the women in a different spot. It's progress.
All right.
But I mean, I can see why people won't remember this match even by next week. So it was what it was.
Yeah, it was. Greg, your thoughts on Toni Storm? Seeing her as champion, we saw her. We know she's her run in NXT, plus a little bit time in the main roster. She finally gets a shot at the interim champion, but let's face it, what's over with Toni Storm is more her OnlyFans account.
Yep, definitely. I was surprised. She was wearing more clothes than Penelope Ford. But yeah, the match was exactly. The match was pretty good. It was a weird ending, like she won. I can't remember the moves that she did, but like she won. What was it?
DDT.
Yeah, DDT. So she won with a DDT, and it was like, what? Like it seemed like it was like an abrupt ending. I don't know. Like I think, like you were saying, I think it was just a cushion that kind of lower the crowd a little bit so that they can catch their breath, so they don't get tired. But I mean, they look kind of tired after the first hour, anyways. But overall, I think Toni Storm deserves it. She should have done more in WWE, but it didn't happen that way. So hopefully she can get more here. But yeah, no, it was good.
Okay. Pete, we saw Toni Storm with that match. A cool down possibly here with that. I don't know. You saw a lot of KB14 rating, and the camera shots were really up Penelope Ford's rear end. Is that a slight at WWE with the TV14, or what? What's your thoughts on that one?
Nah, I don't know if it's really. It's more of just trying to get that 18 through 49 age to keep watching and not switch the channel. But obviously, yeah, this match was okay, and DDT was just any simple DDT for the win. The match was just like any other cool down match, to cool down the crowd for what's up next.
All right. Terrence, your thoughts on the ladies match here? The TV14, hey, at least like you said, capturing an audience from 18 to 35 demographic. What was your thoughts on that there? Just a regular.
I mean, capturing the front row guys too for Penelope Ford.
Oh, definitely.
They captured her a lot. She had the perfect color combination and everything. I wasn't really too much invested in this match. I think we was just like kind of rambling on about some stuff or whatever. But I watched like a few highlights here of it. It's okay. I don't like the finishing of it. Like it was too weak. It was But with that being said, to kind of echo somebody else's words on here about Toni Storm, like I still wish he had like a good run in WWE, but Also, with that being said, I'm glad she has this run, even though it's interim. I really don't like that name interim. I don't know why they do that. They should just make it official because having John Moxley as interim, it's meaningless. But for this situation, it's good for her. So happy for her with the championship, with the title. But this match was like, it's all right.
All right. Now, Samurai, this match, your thoughts? I know you stepped away from the stream. I don't know if you said you went to go smoke a cigarette after seeing all that Penelope Ford, but what was your thoughts comparing them to the women's division in WWE?
Well, Penelope Ford, she looks like she's attractive enough to actually pull it off. But hey, there's always that. But no, I was more focused on Toni Storm's ass than anything else.
Yeah, right.
Oh my god.
Yeah, right.
At least you were honest.
Penelope, bro. Penelope. Tony's covered up.
You know what? Samurai, we haven't done it in a while, but you get the award of the show, the award, and here's the award he gets. Get the sexist pig award.
But hey, at least I'm honest with you. Honestly,
no, he has a couple of those a couple times, and Adam.
To be quite honest with you, I can't really. They're gonna be back at the 9:30 hour or 9:30 slot next week anyway. So that's where it's gonna. One. That's where it's gonna be. It's gonna just. They're gonna go take a step backwards again.
Let me ask you, Sam. I'm gonna ask you the question. I'm gonna ask the question in general, and anyone can chop in. For Toni Storm next opponent, Penelope Ford, out of the question. Any investment in Jamie Hayter, Toni Storm? Anybody interested? I'm already putting my hands up and say I would like to see those two ladies.
Jamie Hayter. She's she's there. I know. Yeah. Like I said, I don't watch AEW, but I know people that are in the company. So yeah, right. I wouldn't mind seeing Jamie Hayter versus Toni Storm.
Right. That's why I asked any heel. I know you're invested in AEW as well.
I actually watch the company, so I can actually judge these people on their talent in the show. So yes, I would.
Hold on a second. Oh, I got a minute. I got to break a minute. Give me sorry. I'm sorry. We got to put you here a minute.
You know what? You just made the list. Oh no! Oh,
here we go.
My friend,
you just made the list.
Huh? For what?
All right.
So, your thoughts, since you say you're the one that watches it, you're seasoning yourself. So, you know what happens when you season yourself? You get roasted. So, go for it.
What? Okay.
What?
Yeah. To answer your question, yes, I would like to see these two wrestle.
All right. I'm invested on that. Pete, your thoughts on watching Jamie Hayter taking on Toni Storm next?
Yeah, of course. I'm definitely interested in this because, I'd like to see what she does on her own instead, like we saw on the pay-per-view, on the All Out pay-per-view, where it was the four-way. But I would rather see how she does on her own. We've seen it before, but I want to see now that with the title, especially on the line.
And let me ask let me go to Greg and Pete, you could also come in if you thought, and Terrence, any chance you think that Jamie Hayter joins Blackpool Comic Club now?
I don't think so.
Nah, I don't really think so.
Okay. Heel, your thoughts? Any thought of her joining Blackpool Comic Club?
I don't know. Maybe not.
Okay. Terrence, you're not too familiar.
Joining, I'm about to say joining where?
Blackpool Comic Club. That's William Regal's group with John Moxley, Wheeler Yuta, Daniel Bryan.
Okay. And who are we talking about? Jamie Hayter?
Jamie Hayter. No, Jamie Hayter.
Okay. I don't know. I haven't. Like I said, I don't watch it consistently. I've heard of her, but I don't. As far as like, I don't know. Does it seem like she fits that style, like their style?
Well, she's English, and Blackpool Comic Club from England, with William Regal, and they kind of do need a female ass kicker,
Oh,
and she's right
okay.
now want to kind of feud or kind of upset at Britt Breaker. You could kind of do something in that realm where I don't know if they want to put over Blackpool Comic Club as that facet with a female. I just seeing that how that goes there. The internet's been asking for that, but I get everybody says no. I'm the only one that says I think there's a chance, but I won't hold my breath.
Well, I was thinking bringing Charlotte Flair.
Oh yeah.
Just kidding, guys.
Yeah, you meant in T Jump. That'd be interesting.
Hey, Andrade's over there. So.
Oh, I know.
That's right. That's an interesting. Sometimes the male, the one, like the wife goes with the male. Usually that. But we'll know. We never know. We never know there. We'll go into the next stop here. It was a backstage interview with Chris Jericho. Said he is the Ethan locker room, and no one is taking that away from him ever in response to the drama in the last few days. That promo, Pete, I got you here highlighted here. Give me your thoughts on that promo from Jericho.
Let's see.
The Bowie BC.
Well,
That's what he said it was. The Bowie BC.
Yep. Hashtag it, Shabani.
I remember that.
well, to be quite honest, I feel like he accidentally spoiled.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, he accidentally spoiled saying who was going who's he gonna face next week, and it was kind of unfortunate. I feel like he was a little bit too much into the hype, I guess you would say it, but yeah, the promo was okay, but it's just that little spoiler that he did kind of sidelined it a little bit.
Yeah, I agree with that. Heel, that spoiler, he gave it away a little.
Yeah, he did a little bit.
What's your thoughts on Hangman going forward? I mean, he's like the innocent victim child here. Everybody's a punching bag. Had nothing to do with all this scrum. And then he there was kind of a spoil. He's got a match later. But what's your thoughts there? Your thoughts, Jericho, Hangman, and all that.
Some people say he deserves to be suspended too, and I'm just like,
he wasn't even in the building.
What?
No, it was just the Young Bucks, Kenny Omega.
When the scrum happened, I found out that he was long gone. He had his match.
Yeah, he left already.
Yeah.
All I know is I was watching a YouTuber talking about it because I wanted to get different opinions on this, and that's what some people say. I'm just like, you know what, it is what it is. I'm like, I just anything in wrestling, I just learned to go with it and enjoy what's on TV.
Just watch wrestling. Then Greg, that I know Heel said he put himself over last segment. And he's the one that watches AEW here, and didn't know that the Hangman was gone. But
no, I did. I'm just saying. I'm just saying that I heard.
He said no.
Oh,
do that.
It's all right.
Jericho at his age. Are you invested in his run? We've been watching Jericho for a long time, and I throw the question to everyone. Jericho at his age, do you want to see him in another championship run here?
I mean, it could be entertaining. I mean, he is a little interesting with his gimmicks that he's been doing lately. Sports entertainer, like he's taking shots at the WWE, like whenever he gets, and he says that they don't even live in their head at all. But yeah, I mean, he's up there in age, but the dude can still go. I can tell you that.
All right, Samurai Jericho, all his different character gimmicks change. But would you like to say, you watch AEW occasionally, casual? Would you be interested and want to see him go at it? Another title run. If you were hindsight, would you be invested and maybe want to watch AEW?
Well, I've watched Jericho about that for the better part of 20 years. I mean, even more if you actually count WCW. But no, I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to it. I mean, it's Chris Jericho. He's the man of many gimmicks.
All right. Terrence, Jericho run. I know you watch from occasionally AEW, but we're telling you Jericho might be geared up for another championship run. Same question to you.
I kind of feel like John Moxley is more deserving.
Okay.
But I don't know. Like I wouldn't mind seeing him in a championship run. It's just like, how is he gonna go about it? Like, how is he gonna like make it in an interesting, like entertaining run if he was to get the championship? So I wouldn't be against it.
All right. We're going to move on to the next segment, but I want to ask this question to Heel. Heel, you always say that, and this is a question that you always say: the chase to get the championship is always more greater in AEW. Would you like to see that chase of the championship for Jericho, and maybe an MJF cashes it in and takes it, similar to what Seth Rollins did to, I hate to say it, Tribal Chief, but to Roman that time in WrestleMania?
And Brock, yeah.
And Brock?
Well, you already know my stance in WWE. I would like for Cody to get those two titles, but in AEW, again, I like MJF said, I would like for him to play it smart, not harder. And honestly, as for like who would win the whole thing, I mean,
no, Mike. The question was, hold on, let me. The question is, would you like to see, like you said, the build and the chase is always phenomenal. Would you like Jericho to build that chase, the run, going through the drug shot to the tournament? We finally think he has the title, and that same night, MJF come and does what Rollins did to Roman with Brock.
Yeah.
Would you like that?
Yeah.
For MJF?
Yeah, you can do so. Yeah, you can do something like that. That'd be cool. And a Jericho and MJF promo battle going back and forth about the title. I think that'd be magic in the ring.
All right, yeah. Or he don't even have a promo because you think he's gonna win he's gonna win.
I'm talking about Wednesday on Dynamite after.
Oh yes, right. You could the rehash. He could come out. He think he's gonna. The bubbly is back. Le Champion, the bubbly is back, and boom, he gets swipe sided, and in the most magical place in the earth, Long Island, which is Queens, and he goes home with the AEW World Strap. It'll be funny there, but we'll move on to the next match here. Before a quick side note, it is September, and you know what that is? It is pumpkin season, and with pumpkin season comes great squash, and one of the greatest squash here with Ryback. I mean, a Warlord taking on Toni Nese.
I thought it was Goldberg. I mean, no.
Mason Ryan.
A battle box?
No, that was some competition right there.
All right, let me go to Terrence. This match, I mean, it is like, yeah.
It was a squash match. It was like how many, like maybe I don't know if he did any clotheslines. All I remember is power bombs. Yep. I don't know how many he did.
Symphony.
It was just that was it.
Oh,
Mason Ryan. Yeah. Mason Ryan don't play.
Tony.
Yes, Pete. Talk to us.
Tony Nese's running in AEW so far has just been bad.
Okay, no. You got to use your catchphrase. You have to use your catchphrase on the channel.
What is it?
Basuda. Basuda. Garbage, man.
I hear that all the time.
I feel like ever since he first showed up, it's like he had some potential, and then suddenly it was just Basuda. Garbage, man. Never had anything good, and it's like, especially the way he's built, it's like, he looks like he'll do great holding a championship, but now it's just like he's just getting buried left and right.
Yep. They don't even have an entrance.
They don't know how to do it right.
No. Yeah. Greg, your Toni Nese. I mean, Mark Sterling. It was more hype there, and Warlord. What did you like about them? The match. Was it the promo?
He laughed.
Was it
Why he
was it
laughed?
the
What do you think
promo
about
with
that?
BattleBots while it was going on?
Oh hell yeah, that was the best thing. Getting to see Tony Khan's face and everything right during BattleBots. But yeah, no, yeah, that match was not good. I feel bad for Tony Nese. You know, thinking that he's gonna do something different, and you know he's in the jobber hall basically. And where does Wardlow go from here? Because like, there's no like, where's the interest in anybody going after that title when there's so many titles now?
I don't know. There, Samurai. Let me ask you this one. You saw Tony Nese in NXT. He's better than what we've seen in AEW.
Yes.
Um,
More than likely, he is a lot better than in WWE. That's where he should stay there. He should stay there, really.
True.
Yep.
I don't know how long his contract is with AEW, but I think that once his contract is up, he should give Triple H a call, be like, "Hey, hire me back, please."
Let's say hello to Gold or Golo. Salute.
Hello.
I like
How,
this.
how are you?
Really?
How-
Sure. Come on, man.
I should have put the picture of
Really?
him drinking the water.
Yo.
Ah, I missed my chance.
It looked like he just finished it.
Oh my God.
He just finished it.
Hey, speaking about
Yeah,
3-minute
right.
match, there it is. That's the face of the 3-minute match right there. That's Tony Khan.
3-minute company.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh.
Jeez.
We're gonna put one more over Tony Nese. Never mind. We're gonna squash that.
Any chance before the year is over, we're gonna see Waller challenge for the AEW title? You know, maybe if once MJF picks it up, he
I
might
hope
say,
so.
you know what?
No.
No one has hope then. Heel?
no, he has the
He
TNT
might.
title right now.
I mean,
don't
he
know
might.
Also,
Mhm.
TNT titles on TBS.
Let's all remember that.
Phenomenal.
They had to move, guys. They had to move. It wasn't their fault. They had to move over to TBS.
I mean, Rampage. You can defend on Rampage, I guess. Then.
They had to move.
Why-
They can't afford to change the belt.
I mean, can you just call it a TV? Can you call it just a television championship?
Yeah.
You should, yeah, that would
Hey,
be the right thing to do.
call it the golden nut. You need to take. You need to
Oh,
take
Golden Nut, exactly.
Golden Knight.
I do
Take
think
that
this
from the
match
battle box.
benefits Wardlow long term, though. If I'm being honest with you, but yes, I do feel kind of bad for Tony's, even though in WWE he was still boring. Let's be honest. I mean, literally, can anyone name me one thing like one memorable run that Tony's had in WWE?
Anyone?
I think he made the roster one time, and then that was it.
It was
Yeah.
just
I don't remember any
on
matches.
205 Live.
I mean,
He's just naturally boring, Tony's. Like, no offense. Like,
It's essentially boring.
damn, he didn't even.
I
Give him
said it last night. That BattleBots match that came. The first BattleBots match was like longer than the Tony Nese match, which is sad.
5
And the robot got an entrance. Tony didn't.
That's true.
That
He
crowd.
got the jobber entrance.
You got the jobber entrance.
Yeah, he's already in the ring.
So I disagree.
He's already
I don't
in
think
the
Tony
commercial.
Nese should call Triple H. I don't think Triple H should re-sign him because like literally his gimmick is just like I said, even WWE was the same gimmick. Hey, I'm an athlete. I'm like,
Basically.
okay.
Well,
Yay.
you just don't understand the concept of wrestling. It seems wrestling is what Tony Nese does, so therefore he should go back to a wrestling company. That's not AEW for him. AEW is just using him as a jobber.
Yeah, it's the thing about
I-
Tony Nese is that I feel like he's having trouble finding his gimmick.
Yes.
He's having trouble finding his gimmick because if he just says hey, I'm an athlete, that's everybody else. They're all athletes, but I feel like he's just having that one problem with. That's why he has a manager with him. I feel like also he probably has a little trouble talking on the mic still, but well, I mean, we'll see what happens going forward with Tony Nese if they don't use him anymore. They just have him specifically just on Dark or he we see him on any other wrestling company, because as we know, they always like to give out independent wrestling contracts with other companies. So we'll see what happens.
Let me throw this by you guys. I know I already know the answer, but now that Fish is out, can you slide a Tony Nese to take over like a Fish role, like being a fourth member there in Undisputed Elite? No. Okay,
I feel like the thing is that, especially the size difference. I think, isn't he taller than Adam Cole?
Anyone's taller.
Tony Nese?
Yeah.
You should say
anyone's taller.
So I feel like he'll just be like the odd one out.
I mean, Adam Cole is like, he's not a small. Well, he is small, but he's not that small. He's like 5'7", I think.
Well, he's taller than John Silver.
He's not taller than me.
The little man who actually, that's my first time actually seeing John Silver.
He's impressive.
Man,
yeah, he's like, what is he like? Was he like 4'6"?
I feel bad for Tony Nese right now. I'm just thinking.
I mean, everybody feels bad for Tony Nese, honestly. I like that's what this whole discussion is about. The only detractor is heel over here.
Feel bad for Warlord.
And Warlord, because we don't know what's next for Warlord. We don't know. Greg, anything? What would you like to see him next?
That's the thing. Like, I don't know who the opponent would be for him next. Like, they'd have to bring a surprise person from the Indies or something, because a lot of people are already doing their own thing.
Well, let me throw in there. Well, we saw him. Didn't we see him get squashed already? With Kaz, Big Kaz.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it was. He only gave him one power bomb.
It's hard to remember anything Tony Nese does. Like, literally.
No. I'm talking about Warlord versus Big Kaz.
That was during. Yeah, that was during the MJF thing before he left.
Yeah, you're right. Good. So you can't. So they kind of buried him where you can't really. It's not a viable feud. Maybe Powerhouse, Power Botch Hops. With Warlord.
Powerhouse.
Power Botch Hops.
Maybe. Yeah. I mean, actually, a good.
You watch the Road to the Glasses, don't you?
Yeah, I can see a good payoff being though that MJF getting that title, but Wardlow chasing for it, because he never got that opportunity to get when he was way over. It was all kind of like pushed to the side. He had to squash MJF.
Right.
But to be honest, I feel like instead of Powerhouse Hobbs, I feel like if Ricky Starks would have won against Powerhouse Hobbs at the pay-per-view, it would have been a nice setup for him to face Wardlow and possibly win it too, because Ricky Starks is just, to me, he's so over, man. They just don't know how to use him.
Here's another name that he's still with the AEW ROH. Brian Cage, man, put him there against Warlord.
I forgot about him.
Yeah, where's he been though?
He's there.
Well,
he's chilling in the back.
Yeah, he's just chilling in the back, to be quite honest.
He's in catering. He's in catering, handing out, food.
Oh, okay.
Why you say it like that?
He made his return, and then it was just sacked, basically. And
was his last return on ROH though, on the pay-per-view?
That was that pay-per-view. That when Tully Blanchard he quit. He resigned, and that was like an old storyline that was into a mess. And Brian Cage wrestled. He goes, "Oh well, I'm here." But I mean, he's got talent. He has a part. Make a program with Warlord. Let it be an obstacle. Let's see some two strong, men go there. We all know Warlord's gonna go over, but make it feel an obstacle. Make it feel a threat. Going forward.
That might be a little boring. How about putting Warlord versus Hook?
Hey.
But Hook is too inexperienced.
No, but it'll make for a good.
Yeah, but remember though, his job is supposed to be like a submission. Like,
it's gonna be like the old WWE. It's gonna be David versus Goliath match.
That'd be better than him versus Brian Cage.
Okay.
Tony Khan can't build people up. He always gets the over people already to his company, so they're already over, and they just give them the titles.
Just have him.
Gotta build someone up though.
That's true. John Moxley came in. He's the champ. Your mother came in. He's a champ.
Well, that's the thing. It's like
Seriously.
WWE guys are taking the titles or taking those matches that other people could have.
So you're telling me when you get hired at AEW, one of your resumes, do you have a W-2 form that says World Wrestling Entertainment? If you do, you're going to get the title run. You got to show.
Well, like MJF said, he's like he's signing all former WWE guys, and immediately they're getting title shots or they're getting big runs with the company. Not even having to win titles, but they get the biggest rivalries and stuff. It's and like the whole crowd said at the beginning when MJF show returned, he was right.
Overshadowing the other people. Just a little.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like
yeah.
all the AEW originals are just getting overshadowed by the WWE signings
And getting let go.
That's what make MJF like. Rather it's an anti-hero or the ultra face. Either way, people are gonna love him.
So obviously, this isn't AEW Dynamite. This is WCW Dynamite.
Dang.
Well, we got
you're not wrong.
two guys that are out. That's going to be out for a while, though. CM Punk and Christian. So I don't know.
Yes, indeed. And we'll move on here. We saw Darby Allin cut a pre-tape promo challenging Sammy Guevara to show up in a world title match Friday on Rampage by himself. Guys, show of hands or yay or nay, who's watching Rampage Friday for this match? Heel?
SmackDown.
I don't watch SmackDown, so I'm not watching Rampage. I wish this match would have been on Dynamite. That would have been awesome.
All right. Terrence, Rampage, you said SmackDown. Greg?
I usually will try to just watch it after or something. I'm going to a football game, so I won't be able to watch it.
Oh, look at you. Look at Samurai. I know what you're going to say.
I mean, I don't know. I'm really tempted to watch Dynamite. I mean, not Dynamite, Rampage, because of the other tournament match that they're having. But at the same time, I don't think I will.
I think Samurai's a closet AEW fan. I don't know.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun. Pete, I know you like both, like myself. You appreciate both. I know you'll be watching.
Not really.
Swerve.
We had two
I was
swerves.
thinking that too. I was like, swerve.
We had two swerves.
I'd rather be watching more of SmackDown than
Kev, we had two swerves.
I think Rampage would be better if it wasn't at 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah, if it wasn't just right after SmackDown.
Yeah.
I just feel like once you finish watching SmackDown, it's like you're tired and you probably just want to head to bed.
On a Friday night? Wow.
Pete, Battle Box was at 10, and we enjoyed the hell out of that. Though.
We enjoyed the hell out of
it.
Yeah. Something to compare to AEW.
To be quite honest, I'd rather be watching BattleBots than Rampage.
Can I just be honest? And I think everyone here can agree. Friday is a horrible day to have a wrestling show because on Friday you're already getting mentally prepared to have a
I disagree.
loose day.
Nah,
really?
Everyone cannot agree.
Look, you're being. Look, just put it this way: there's a lot of kids and families on Friday nights that they might not go out. They got the free Fox TV over-the-air antenna, not cable, and that show provides them that escape. They could stay up late, like the kids, 7-year-olds, the 6-year-olds. Granted, that's why it finishes at 10, and they could. And I agree that they should have that show for the kids so they can stay a little late past their bedtime to watch that. And also people people that are sick in the hospital, they get the free TV or the TV that they get Fox. They can watch that. Also, or mothers that are taking their kids into the emergency room and they have the big TV and they have wrestling just to give. That's what that momentary of the wrestling be on free over the air. I think it works on a Friday night, in my opinion. That's why I don't get mad when they put good matches on there.
That's true, Kev. I'm looking at this more from like either teenager or adult perspective.
No, that's fine.
Yeah, because like I said, Josh Young, he's gonna be making his debut on Friday for the Texas Rangers. And I'm just like, I'm not missing that for the world. Like, I've been waiting that for years. I'm just like George Lopez,
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, and that's why that's why I think Friday night works for us there. And then we'll get right into this. We'll go to the. Yes, go ahead.
Nice background, man. I just noticed it.
Yeah, that's called. They were tag team here. Carmelo Hayes and MJF.
Nice.
WrestleMania in a couple of years from now.
Bring him over. MJF and
I told you he was on the show, didn't I?
Triple H got to make the moves.
Gotta make the moves. We got the first match of the Grand Slam tournament for AEW champion is Hangman Adam Page taking on Bryan Danielson in a banger of a match. If you ask me, I like to always. I'm gonna go to Justin. Justin, give me your thoughts on this match here with these two guys, Adam Page and Bryan Danielson.
Best match of the night. I didn't see the whole thing because I was gone, but I saw the half of it where just Bryan Danielson just rolled him up. That's all. That's all I saw.
The most dangerous move in professional wrestling.
That's it. The rest I didn't see. So I'm like, oh
the
no.
most dangerous move in professional wrestling, the roll up.
I only watched half of Dynamite, and then I came back.
So
I think the only match I saw was.
I don't know. I feel like Hangman got done dirty there.
Tell me why.
Oh, all the crap that went down with CM Punk, you think that Hangman, holding that title, that he would be able to continue, onto that tournament instead of Bryan Danielson, It's like the fact that he just was ripped a new one by CM Punk and everyone saw it, and then he just lost. It's like, damn, the guy can't catch a break. And he was way over. I mean, I remember everybody chanting cowboy shit, and it's kind of died down now.
Yeah, he was way over when he first won the championship, and then after quite some time, his championship was kind of dull. It just didn't. Yeah.
Yeah, I just think they booked it bad.
Yeah, that was the problem.
Yeah, you're correct with that, the way they booked it. But here's the thing when it comes to, I'm also in agreement with you, because when the first time when Adam Page lost the title and when Punk first injured his leg, I was, when they did that ridiculous battle royal there, when none of the competitors was no one viable that you thought was going to win a AEW title. You should have had your wild card should have been Adam Page. He just finished. He was just the champion, and he lost that match. He should have been the one, not Moxley. You could have Moxley gone into that battle royal and win it, and you could have Moxley and Page. Then it would have been more okay. All right. I could stomach that, Page. But Page should have gotten that. I think they did him wrong there. And then with all the other
yeah,
politics,
I remember. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was that. Actually, no. Moxley wasn't in that battle royale.
No, he got the bye automatic.
Yeah, he got the bye, and it was Kyle O'Reilly that won it, and then he faced him literally the same night. Ugh.
Yeah, which
we don't like to talk about that.
Yeah, but it should have been Page there though, because he was the last champion there. Give him an opportunity to try to win that belt that he just lost, and even if he.
That's the thing. That's what Peter was telling me. They don't do rematch clauses.
No rematch.
Nope, so it sucks. Don't. Like you don't get that chance at it again unless
So why was Bryan Danielson in the first round of the tournament? They should have picked someone else.
And especially losing to Garcia to Jericho. Yeah. He's on a losing streak. Why is he there?
Another big question is why is Sammy there?
What?
AW, man. AW.
It's a little bit nitpickish. I can be honest. It's a little bit nitpickish.
Do you guys see Bryan Danielson and Jon Moxley going?
Oh my gosh!
For the final? Is that what
it'll be good. It'll be juicy. It'll be juicy to see that. We see what else? Go ahead.
What if Jericho and Sammy Guevara?
Any one of those, dissension or breaking the armor. Yes. Personally, I didn't like the fact that you're gonna put Don Allen versus Guevara, your two youngest talents, separate them, put them in a different side of the bracket. Push something different with your younger talent. I'm happy that you got some of your originals, young talent. And I remember you just said, why is Guevara there? Well, I'd rather have Guevara there, to be honest with you, because he's a young AEW talent than Kingston.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
Oh, Kingston? I was never going to put Kingston in that bracket. Not a chance.
He pie face people.
Not a chance.
That would be a little awkward, actually. Put him against Sammy Guevara. That would go well.
Yeah. Oh no,
Very
you
well.
got to keep them separate. No tournaments, nowhere near each other. Indeed.
Yeah.
I had thought about that. But you know, we could nitpick on all the different competitors there. But Danielson has been on the losing streak. I know he's a big draw, and don't be surprised if Danielson comes out on top of this damn tournament. It kind of got a little bit of vibes there.
I wouldn't complain. I would not complain if he wins it, to be honest.
I mean,
because-
MJF feuding, that'd be kind of interesting.
That'd be
Yeah.
interesting. That'd be
Oh, yeah.
interesting.
Yeah.
That'd be interesting. But we move on to the main event, which I really think it should have. To be honest with you, the trios title. If you're going to put a title or a new champion, that should have been the end of the show, personally. But you know, this was a title defense. This was you know, I think this should have been in the middle somewhere on the or where it was flip flop. It was Buffalo's own Daniel Garcia taking on Wheeler Yuta, and in some households Will Yuka. But
Wheeler useless.
Damn.
Really useless.
I don't mind you,
Wrong right
Yuta,
there.
though. He served his purpose.
All right. Heel, give me your thoughts on this pure titles. You know, no, one open fist. Remember, we were saying on the watch along and backstage, we were saying, oh, he's supposed to be disqualified. You're allowed only one close fist punch. After that, you get warned and then you lose. So, Heel, what's your thoughts? Did you comment that it served its purpose? To me, it served its purpose. One, it almost put us to sleep, but it got us more excited for battle bots.
Yeah, for
We
real.
were laughing through the entire match. The entire match.
I actually like this match. I didn't mind it at all. And I actually like the story and everything. Will Daniel Garcia. I don't know if you want to emphasize it later or not, but you know what? I didn't mind this match at all. I think it told a decent story. I mean, yeah, what shouldn't have main evented? That's debatable. I'll give people that. But it served its purpose, and it was actually a good. I mean,
all right. I mean, we saw Daniel Garcia winning with a submission and a humping submission. By the way, he was humping.
Yeah.
He was air humping. He was air humping.
What's going on?
Trying to
He
bring
wa-
that
he-
leg.
He wanted that 3-second warlord effect. What you think there, Justin?
He was like,
Oh,
give it
no.
to me. Give it to me. Give it to me.
Hey, he's just going to town, man.
Yeah.
Cranking that leg.
I was like,
It was a-
yo.
It was a good finisher because he really won that title and he won it. So good for him. It's just Ring of Honor. I don't know why on Dynamite. Why on AEW? Could have waited until Ring of Honor show started. I don't know.
Yeah, but you know, they don't have a TV deal yet.
Right.
Yeah.
They should have waited.
I can answer that.
Okay, let me hear it.
Why on AEW? Because, and I hate to answer this right now because, again, you're probably going to get mad at me. Because it was to add more depth to the Daniel Garcia, Daniel Bryan, and Chris Jericho storyline.
Okay.
I mean, we already knew about that. But...
We already knew that.
Well, then why ask the question then? Why on AEW?
No, because we're trying to
on AEW.
go for like Ring of Honor. Like, why don't they have a TV deal yet?
Because-
Like promised?
And you could use your Ring of Honor time with Rampage.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, I'd rather do that than.
Can we
Change
can
the
we talk
name
about the
Rampage.
ending of this?
Well, the humping, yes. Speaking about the humping, Terrence, he was
Slap.
humping away, and he was thinking of Penelope Ford or Toni Storm. Which
Oh
one
my
of the
gosh!
I like to think that they started with those slaps first because they were slapping like sissies.
two? Oh my God!
When they
yes.
was on their knees and they started slapping. I slap you. I slap you. I slap you. I slap. They started humping them. I was like, dude, what's going on, bro? You don't
Talk
need all
about-
that.
I don't think that was so pure.
No. Hey man.
The crowd was not into it.
Apparently, yeah. They got up when he did the submission, and then they sat back down once he realized he wasn't going to tap. And then he did it again. It was like, oh, they're awake now. And then he made him tap.
They
It was like,
fought
oh,
21
finally, match is
though,
over. Thank God.
Yeah, and for the ending, when Daniel
Now,
Garcia and Chris-
do we agree that this match was doomed the minute that guy came out and I don't know what he tried to do there? Singing. I'd rather have Matt Caster come out and cut a rap than that.
I was doomed.
They
I don't know who
didn't
that
let him
was.
do a rap. No,
I mean,
that was
Apparently, that was
No.
a known rapper. I don't know who that was.
yeah.
Only they knew him in his household. They knew who he was, but not us.
Well,
Yeah.
Not in my house.
That grill guy
I've
knew it.
I've seen him a few times because he's been at AEW shows a few times, and they put him on the camera every time.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
That grill guy knew who he was.
Unfortunately, can we go to that ending segment though? It was so
absolutely, absolutely there. Oh, who's your daddy segment?
Brian Danielson comes down and he gives the respect to Daniel Garcia, and he shakes his hand, and then all of a sudden Chris Jericho shows up looking like he's about to cry.
What are you doing?
Bro, he's like, "What are you doing, man?" I thought the tears were about to come out. I was dying the entire time. Oh man, that was a funny ending right there.
Somebody put that was the picture of a meme of just watching AEW go down.
Oh yeah, that was definitely a meme format right there.
Oh my god!
It's like, what's going on? Why? What's happening here?
But did you notice? Did you notice when he pushed Wheeler Yuta out, Danielson to take the, and Yuta was like, ooh, kind of.
That's what I'm saying. I think
actually no, it was Yuta pushing.
Danielson.
Yeah,
you're right.
Danielson
You're right.
To shake his hand. Yeah,
you're right.
I don't know.
Right.
I think
when I saw that, I was like, oh,
tension going on here.
Yeah, maybe a little bit dissension.
Maybe Daniel Garcia goes, with them, and Yuta goes and finds
the replacement
over Jericho's side.
Well, which is but the only thing that sucks is on the Jericho side. Well, they do got Anna Jay where they could say they could turn Wheeler Yuta into a man and slick back his hair.
Oh, that's WWE style. That's WWE style. Dom, what you doing over there, Dom? WWE style.
Hey, wouldn't you like Anna Jay to make him a man if you were pure?
Oh hell, yeah. No, Penelope Ford.
Ladies and gentlemen, we let's welcome the host of the AEW Dynamite. It is the one and only the Diff Man. What up, Diff Man?
What up, everybody? How's everybody doing tonight?
Jeez, man, haven't seen you in a while.
I just want to say, Kev, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt the show, but I just want to say, I have nothing to do with Scott Colton. I haven't talked to Scott Colton in 8 years. I have all of the receipts. I have all of the emails. I have nothing to do. He shares a bank account with his mother. I have nothing to do with Scott Colton.
It tells you enough right there.
I believe we all don't have anything.
But the question is, how is Larry? How's Larry doing?
Larry's good. But Kenny Omega's not doing so good. I heard he got bit. Not by Larry. Not by Larry either. That's the ironic part. So I guess maybe Ace Steel was hanging out with Larry, and he was like, trying to pick up some of Larry's habits, and he decided to bite Kenny Omega. What's going on, man?
Well,
you were biting each other.
He's into that kind of stuff.
They said Ace Steel likes to put his nose up people's ass. He saw it on Punk the other night.
He's like doing that.
Something else you got from Larry.
Oh, exactly.
Hey, by the way, I love the new video game that you made. I love it. Backstage Assault All Elite Wrestling.
Backstage.
I love it. Man, how did you pull the electronic arts for that one?
Hey-oh.
Adam, what did you think about this week's AEW?
Yes,
I loved
your
it.
thoughts here. Okay.
Yeah.
I loved it. I thought it was great. It had everything. It had, luchador matches and had pure wrestling. I thought it was not perfect, but great from beginning to end.
Right. I like you mentioned the pure champion. You saw the air humping for that submission.
He's pure. He's not pure anymore. Not pure.
Yeah. What's funny is when I saw that, I said, Kevin's going to shit on this. I can't wait to hear Kev shit on this.
Bro, we were laughing through the whole thing.
We were laughing through the throw because we're going to be probably doing watch-alongs going forward because after that, one of the greatest shows in 10 o'clock slots on Wednesday nights comes up. It's, the Battle Bots.
Yeah, I thought AEW was I thought it was a really solid to good show. Like I said, I don't think it was even as close to as bad as you guys are making it out to be, with regards to the ratings of BattleBots.
It was
BattleBots, man. You guys who watch BattleBots know what we're talking about.
BattleBots, man.
BattleBots 4 million views. AEW 1 million
Man,
views.
watch BattleBots.
What's
Just
going on
skip
here?
AEW and just watch BattleBots.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
I can agree though. The backstage politics here and everything AEW. Like I said, there's still a lot of stuff in that company that does need to get fixed.
Oh, definitely.
Like just because 1 week was like good doesn't mean you still don't have problems.
Well, you have to watch JD from New York. He will suck the dick of AEW.
We don't talk about that Mark over here.
Yeah, and
I only watch
that's why it's a good thing for me to come on, because I know you guys are gonna come on and the viewers are gonna be like, okay, I need to leave because all these guys is like WWE's like
children. You're a bunch of children. I'm tired of working with these children.
And then I need to come.
But I give you credit if you're gonna be running the flag of AEW. At least know some of the matches and the history. Like when we called you out a little bit earlier, you didn't have the answer for it.
No,
so,
you didn't. You didn't call me out. I literally said Hangman Page was on this show, and then you tried to confuse me. I was like, no, he was on this show. I know. I saw him.
We're talking about television champion. When's he going to get a TV deal for ROH?
Hey, Kev.
Yes, sir.
I'm really tired of working with these children.
With these children, right? Yeah. And do not say that. Do not say, because I'm not gonna mention any names, but at least the EVP here can't even run a Dollar General. Because I'm not gonna say the other one that CM Junk said, because there's nothing wrong with I don't like the way he went after that store. I'm just saying.
No,
I got you. I got you.
Big shout out
Nick
to
Jackson
Dollar General.
deserved to get. Nick Jackson didn't deserve to get hit in the eye with a chair either, but
Nick Jackson did not deserve to go to sleep.
No.
Man.
Yes.
He did not deserve to go to sleep. Homeboy went nighty night.
But I do hope they keep this up, because it's like, okay, we're on a good track now. We got the majority of the politics out of the way. Now can we keep it up?
Now you're changing your horn, because it's on the Facebook Messenger when you were saying that you like, oh, if MJF doesn't come back, I'm not gonna watch AEW. If MJF comes back, now you got pom-poms for
because
AEW.
MJF. Listen, it's MJF like not an AEW. It's like cooking lasagna without the sauce. It feels wrong, and I can agree.
So I guess there was no sauce those past few months.
Yeah, that's true. I'm completely saying that. Yeah, and I was really trying, and I was really hanging on. I was trying my best. I was like, come on, we need to hang on. We need to find something to really like cling on to on the show. And
kind of because of me, by the way. I have to kind of take credit for that.
Yeah, it was
kind of gave you hope. I kind of gave you hope.
And a little bit, but it was also because we were finding something to watch, like get into 1 week to the next.
But AEW is an entertaining show. I mean, doesn't mean that because we gotta say, oh my god, it's the phenomenal one, but it's not. It's just a good entertaining wrestling show. It's wrestling.
Yeah. Now that MJF is back, though, he makes everything. He's like that wrestler that changes the whole aura of the show. He legitimizes the program, and then as soon as he leaves,
it can't just be him, though. It has to be the other wrestlers too.
It is just him, if I'm being honest with you.
So that means you have a crush on him. You have to tantalize your juices.
No, it's not a crush. It just means he's really over.
Come on, you forgot about him when he left.
You can ask Adam the same question. You can ask the majority of the wrestlers.
No, we talked about MJF a lot, even while he was gone. We talked about MJF. I'm gonna kind of come to Heel's defense a little bit here, because we were on.
It's Adam, the Diff Man, attorney at law.
Yeah, we were objection. We were playing WWE 2K22 almost every night, and we're like,
of course, you guys were playing MJF on the community creations.
No, we weren't. No.
Yes, they were. Yes, they were. They were Fandango. They were the fashion police.
Fandango was a former BMW champion, but anyway.
Well, one of our rules is you can't use creator wrestlers. You have to use the wrestlers on the roster. So yeah.
Yeah.
So Tony Nese. So you were Tony Nese then?
No, Tony Nese isn't in the game.
Tony Nese never won it, actually. Oh, great. Now I'm going to have to worry about you using Tony Nese next. Great.
No, he's not in the game. Remember?
Oh, that's right.
No, he's
That's
Warlord.
right.
He's
Yeah.
Warlord.
So, Heel, I have to say, even though I'm coming to his defense, I do have to say that he did almost give up on MJF because I was the one saying, look, he's going to come back at All Out. It's going to be great. It's going to be awesome. Tony Khan has a plan. He's got this all worked out. It's an angle.
It was obvious that he was going to come back at All Out, so everybody knew that.
Right. No, I'm not saying it was a great call.
Well, except for Heel.
Yes.
Yeah, but Heel was saying, no, man, look, I have given up hope, and I'm like, come on, man, just hang in there. We're going to get through this. MJF's going to come back. It's going to be great. And,
I don't believe in Tony Khan like Adam does. Well, Adam, falsely does, but I don't believe in Tony Khan like
falsely. Yeah. Falsely, he put on a great pay-per-view and a great Dynamite tonight. What are you talking about?
I would say a good Dynamite and a
pay-per-view.
15 matches.
That's a little questionable.
Listen,
That's
I know I'm defending AEW here, but I'm also going to be an honest fan. That comes from WWE and AEW.
Oh, Hill. Next time you come on the podcast, instead of having a mask, get that scarf, man. But get you a scarf. Get your MJF.
Hell yeah.
You know what? I've been thinking about buying one.
Because you have the John
But
Cena
the problem is, I don't want to give AEW my money.
Don't give him ideas, Terrence.
You look like Excalibur.
Good, but like I said,
that's what he was trying to believe. That was the role he was trying to imitate.
Yeah, but the funny thing is, I don't want to give AEW my money because I'm like, if I do, I want them to push MJF. I don't want them to just take my money.
Meanwhile, he's running the pom-poms here against all of us about that we're tribal, but he says I don't want to.
You are tribal, though. That is the truth.
How is that? So I wouldn't be. Look, right now the New York Yankees are playing right now. I wouldn't be wasting my time doing this if I didn't like AEW. I'd be watching the Yankees. You
mean the team that's about to blow the division? What?
Well, they're about to sweep the Minnesota Twins, and they're in first place.
Oh my God, you're gonna sweep the Twins? Wow, what a big accomplishment! What a big accomplishment! The Yankees are
like that.
Because he's a confused Texas fan. A state of Texas. He doesn't know if he wants to be an Astro or.
I'm
gonna get Caputo on get you.
I already told you my story. It's not confusing. I bought MLB 06's show. I almost became a Red Sox fan because I loved Ortiz on the cover. Then I looked up baseball teams in Texas, and I couldn't decide which ones I like. But I was like, oh, one's in the NL, one's in the AL. At the time.
Get him out of here.
I was like,
Get him out of here. I don't want to hear about this.
Hold on, here we got something for him. Hold on, where is it?
Dynamite.
Boo me all you want, but
that was Dynamite yesterday. Just kidding.
Boo me all you want, but I'm the realest guy here. Yes.
The realest guy in the room. How you doing?
Yeah, exactly.
How you doing?
Anyway, say the guy in the mask. Yes. Let's get we saw Dynamite, but let's go in what we really came for. Hold on, here we go. It is Thursday night. You know what it is. It's Battle Box Review.
I only watch BattleBots now. I don't watch Raw, SmackDown, or Dynamite, Rampage. I only watch BattleBots. That's all I watch.
I was gonna mention something. Impact is that on tonight?
That is on tonight. We have I think it's United Empire taking on. I mentioned it earlier. Ooh, I got their names wrong. They will be on tonight. I mentioned it and I was promoting it and I just totally drew a blank there.
By the way, Chris, we're all marks, by the way.
Yeah, we could do it.
Okay.
We're all marks.
Right.
I don't know about
Yes.
that.
We are
But anyways,
all marks or something, whether you like it or not.
Omar.
I don't.
Well,
I
the
don't
only mark, the only marks I know the marks you do, the one around your toilet bowl. But yeah, let's get moving.
Oh,
That's rough. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna see y'all later. It
Man,
was fun.
that
I'll
joke
see you
would have
guys
been
next
really
time.
great if I was in 3rd grade.
All right.
All right.
Man. Take it easy, man.
So you're telling me
Take
that?
it easy.
so-
Take it easy.
So you're telling me
All
you're
right.
not a
I'll
mark
see
for the
y'all
Yankees,
Wednesday.
even though you have them as a
Tuesday.
logo? Okay then.
Whoa! We never
Get
talked.
educated,
No,
kid.
hold
What are you
on.
talking
There's one specific rule you got to know about this podcast, and you forgot about it. We never disrespect the Yankees here.
Never.
The team that not only blew. Hold on, sorry, but
They haven't lost the. They haven't not lost the world. They have not lost the playoffs. They haven't lost the division yet.
This is
They
Yankees.
haven't
town
lost
here.
the division, but they lost the first seed, and they're close to blowing the division.
It
That
doesn't
mean
matter.
anything.
I'm
Until
not
it
worried about
happens.
them. I'm not worried about them in the playoffs. Even they
Until
make
it happens,
Everyone knows their flaws at this point. It's like it's not even a concern anymore.
Astros are going to sweep them anyway.
I wouldn't say sweep them. I wouldn't
We'll
go that
see.
far.
Oh, I would put money on that. I would put money on that. If it's Astros Yankees, I would put money on a Astros sweep.
I mean the Houston.
Well, if you
Cheaters?
like the Mets, then why do you have the Yankees as the logo? Then that makes you a hypocrite. Then, but either
no,
way,
he's saying like the Mets. He's saying like the Mets.
Okay,
like the
then.
Mets. Like the Mets blew their division. The Yankees haven't.
Oh
That's
yeah,
what he
yeah.
meant.
The Mets are tied. Okay, yeah.
I got Christian's. I got Christian's back. He's my partner in the watch along. You kidding me?
That I'll apologize for you, Chris.
There
That's
you
my
go.
bad.
Yeah,
But yes,
There
the
you
Mets
go.
are tied with the Braves. Yeah.
Well, let's not forget that I had hope in Tony Khan this entire time. Let's not forget that
I
I'm the
still
one.
don't have hope in Tony Khan.
No, it's true. Adam has been on the channel, and that's why we still look the Diff Man when we do the reviews. He's the one that the host of the AEW Dynamite because he's the main guy that's been from day one saying holding the AEW flag. But sometimes his schedule conflicts. He wants to be like the Roman Reigns schedule, come out part time whenever. But
more like the Brock Lesnar schedule.
Yeah.
You mean the Brock Lesnar schedule?
The Brock Lesnar schedule, yes.
Yeah.
At least Roman comes up and do promos and
I know we're still doing like the AEW show, but like I was watching actually, and I know this is gonna shock some Yankee fans. I still enjoy watching Michael K's from time to time, mostly because I like hearing his rants on the Yankees. But he was talking about the Yankees possibly like blowing the lead, him and his two other colleagues. I think it's like Pete Rosenberg and some other white guy. And
Don LaGreca.
yeah, there we go. And he was talking about how the Yankees aren't going to blow the division, and I was like, I can kind of see that because looking at it now, the Rays do have a tougher schedule than the Yankees going down the line. So
we're gonna leave that for the Brahman Strike Back podcast and watch along. We'll do that tomorrow night. But right now, let's wrap up this wrestling program, and then we'll sit backstage and do the Impact Wrestling watch along backstage. You guys are more to stick back on after we come off.
Let's end this show the right way, Kev. Okay, because let's be honest.
Yes, absolutely. Here we go. Hey!
Oof.
Actually, that was really disrespectful because you know what I was gonna say?
What was that?
Rest in peace to Queen Elizabeth.
Oh.
Didn't know that.
Yes, rest in peace to Queen Elizabeth. She was the Rock.
Wow.
That was disrespectful on your end, on her.
She was the Rock.
Yeah.
Somebody put on Twitter.
She's no Charlotte Flair.
They showed the Rock video.
Yeah.
Charlotte Flair is still
You get it what I was saying.
All right, Adam. I was gonna before I get going here. Who do you like for the winning your new AEW champion?
Well, I mean, it looks like they're kind of building up Mox MJF, but I really hope it's not Mox again because that would just kind of be I would actually love to see Jericho and Sammy face each other in the finals.
We were talking about that, or Brian Danielson.
Yeah,
Moxie.
He hasn't had it yet, so that would be Yeah, that would be definitely fresh. But I like to see something fresh. I wouldn't mind another Jericho reign. I really
We were talking
wouldn't.
about that.
Because he's Le Champion, so I would definitely not mind having Le Champion back. And I think Jericho is like the locker leader right now, especially after. Sorry about that.
What's that noise?
Sorry
That's
about that.
Jericho.
My phone. Jericho is calling me. Yeah. Lionheart. Yeah, I'll call you back later. Sorry. Yeah, keep the bubbly on ice from me, baby. So, I definitely wouldn't mind another Jericho reign because I feel like he's like the locker room guy right now. I definitely would love to see a Bryan Danielson reign because he hasn't had it yet, and it kind of seems like we needed Punk and others gone to get guys that have been just kind of like there but not really doing anything. More like the main event guys like Sammy and Darby. A friend of mine, actually, shout out to Nick. This was his idea. Suggested, what if Darby won it before MJF,
Ooh.
and they did a Darby MJF feud because that would actually really chafe MJF's hiney. I'm trying to keep it PG because I dropped the P word before, so I'm trying to keep it PG from now on. If Darby won it before MJF, and we got MJF Darby for the title, and MJF won it off of Darby because Sting turned on Darby. So there's a lot of interesting ways that you could go. Right now, I'm going to say I really don't want Sammy to win it, but I wouldn't mind if he was in the finals with Jericho. I really don't want Mox to win it again, even though it looks like they're building up Mox MJF. But hopefully that'll be like a one-off match. Hopefully, like get eliminated.
I like that.
I actually like that. That was a different perspective, and it's fresh and it's good take. I was saying earlier, Jericho the champion, but that night he wins. He's about to shut the bubbly, and all of a sudden, bam! Here comes MJF cashing in the chip, and he takes that and title reign, similar to Seth Rollins did in WrestleMania to when Brock, when Roman beat Brock, and then Seth came with the case and won it. Very short-lived, but he comes in and MJF wins.
And you put MJF over Jericho?
Over Jericho and have it happen in Arthur Ashe Stadium. All that because it's the most magical place in New York in the world.
Right. And then you can do like the MJF homecoming maybe like the next week at UBS Arena on Long Island. And exactly. You can have MJF come out in UBS Arena on Long Island where he's a babyface with the belt.
I don't know why it just popped in my head, but I would love it if MJF was taking pictures at Universal Studios with it, and then as he's exiting, he takes a picture in front of the Performance Center with it.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh man.
Well, I don't know. Maybe Maybe he'll see us. We'll see him there, and we'll probably be coming out in the picture. Let me ask you. All right, so we shall see there. I like the Darby Allin MJF because those are two originals, and if you could even actually put the title range on Allin over MJF, and then you can't cry. Tony Khan could be the ultimate FU. I didn't put a WWE wrestler over you. I put an original over you.
Yeah,
Tony
and then you could have MJF cry, and you could have maybe MJF even come out and be like, you know what, Tony Khan, I'm breaching the contract. This is not fair that Darby won it before me. I quit.
Yeah.
And then the next week you could have Tony Khan be like, MJF, we're offering you more money. And then MJF can be like, okay, I'm staying.
We shall see. But all in all, we shall see there. We'll thank everyone for joining us though, because we'll stay backstage to watch the Impact. Let's turn off the stream where we're recording the audio platform part. Join us for SmackDown tomorrow night, man. SmackDown, Braun Strowman is going to run up on Rampage. Rage there. The Tribal Chief will be in attendance there with the newest member of the Bloodline. So
I got a question, Kev.
Yes, sir.
Is Strowman going to trip again?
I don't know. Hopefully those tight pants don't allow him to, because he kind of botched himself
tight
around.
Pants. I got my tight pants on. Everybody looking at my tight pants. I got my
like I'm gonna do Tony ding ding, and I'm gonna do this, the wrap it up sign to when he does to Alicia. And guys, we thank you guys. We'll see you next time here on the Heal the Ring podcast. If you ain't down with us, we got 2 more for you to speak.
Just subscribe.
I'm awesome! You people bought a ticket to see me, so shut up!
Yeah. Sometimes I get so mad, there's no control. I might grab